Angiyoni intanga yakho, Floyd. You are an African child, brought up by people I respect. And I'm quite sure you're not reflecting the way they brought you up. Honorable.
What are you talking about now,
Honorable
Speaker?
Kwakwa.
What are you talking about? Why this is a professional relationship. It's not a mother and child relationship. You're not my mother. I'm here as a member of parliament. You're a member of parliament. I must reflect and engage you openly and honestly without you raising the issues of culture here. We're not dealing with culture, we're dealing with parliament. We're equal members of this parliament.
Our deputy president has been at the forefront of the restoration of our values as African people. Ladies and gentlemen, the people of South Africa, Mkhonto weSizwe, we introduce to you the deputy president of Mkhonto weSizwe Party, Dr. John Mandakaisa Chope, Comrade Deputy President. Amandla! 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 Pants in the GNU, pants!
There were so many people who were even saying that President Zuma stole billions of rands. He's building mansions in Dubai, he's doing all of those things. Not even one person today can come with a proof that President Zuma took a single cent from the state for his own personal benefit out of the so-called nonsense of state capture. That has never been alleged, has never been proved. So Mkhonto weSizwe is not ashamed of any of its leaders. We embrace all of our leaders. We embrace Judge Hlophe, who was unlawfully removed by the Democratic Alliance and the ANC for political reasons. The reason why they displaced him because they were fearful that he will rule against them on so many things, that he stands firmly against the racist culture which was beginning to encroach the judiciary in the Western Cape High Court and other spheres of society.
Le Floyd le ena le morapedise a ke khole o re tla fetsa ngwaga kwa a ke tsibo tla fetsa kwa ngwaga ke o batla le morapedise ka ba ke utlwa bua ampua ampe mo Floyd a re a nka setle ensimbalula ampatle a ke o batle jo amkhala ku tsekisa nka ba nna go tsibo ke bo Julius nna go tsibo zange ka zabalaza le wena o tlile ka bona ba re mothukiwo. So now,
let me assure you that I'm not going to withdraw truth here. It's not going to happen.
Yes.
It's never going to happen. I'm not going to withdraw the truth that the Gupta family working with Jacob Zuma have appointed Zwane and have appointed Van Rooyen. It's a matter of fact. I can't withdraw that particular reality.
Yeah.
And it's a reality that we are living under a growing dictatorship of Jacob Zuma. It's a fact. Who's seeking to enrich himself and his family?
He's a liar. I mean, the fact that he can turn stones into bread is unbelievable. Actually, that a person like Floyd yesterday, who saw Zuma's lies and says today is not a liar, it's unbelievable, isn't it? It's unbelievable. It's unforgettable. It's unrepentable. Actually, I mean, the guy was on a pulpit in parliament, seeing Zuma's lies campaign, saw Zuma's untruths, and this is why people will never have trust in politicians. Flip-flopper, you even in policy, there's no policy there. There's no policy there. The think tank of that thing is Floyd. Yes. If Floyd can die, the thinking is gone there. He's got no capacity to think, nothing. Floyd or Trafta Yonke land on the cardinal points are called. Weird. There's nobody there. So
I conceptualized the economic freedom fighters, the name, the references of commissars, commander-in-chief, the 7 cardinal pillars, the founding manifesto. Majority of the leaders of the economic freedom fighters knew that I'm going to join Umkhonto as a party.
He's a liar. I mean, the fact that he can turn stones into bread is unbelievable, actually. That a person like Floyd.
And just finally, congratulations on your wedding, by the way, and your marriage. How are things at home when you are married to an ANC supporter and you are EFF?
No, she doesn't have political affiliation. I think there was a fake news that ran around.
Was that
about
fake news?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's not an ANC
No,
member.
she doesn't have any political affiliation.
All right, but I'm sure you'd convince her
But
otherwise. If
thanks,
not.
yes, yeah.
Floyd, look after yourself. Thank you very much for being with us here.
The invitation to all the parties in the Progressive Caucus. So we're extending the invitation to the Economic Freedom Fighters, to the African Transformation Movement, which is the ATM, to the National Colors Congress, and then to the African Unity Congress, which is part of the Progressive Caucus. And when they come, we will give them an opportunity to give message of support in the first anniversary of Umkhonto weSizwe, because these are our strategic friends in terms of the agenda that we're in pursuit of in the immediate. We know, as a matter of fact, because we had direct interaction with the leadership of the ATM, that the ATM has definitely confirmed attendance through its entire leadership that is going to come. Not only the leadership of ATM is going to attend, they've also encouraged their members to come and attend the first anniversary of Umkhonto weSizwe. So this is a uniting movement, to the extent that a different political organization even has an elaborate transport plan to transport their members to celebrate the first anniversary of
Anecdotes of some of the defects of what is happening in this country. And I've used the EFF as an example, because the EFF are the people we regard as close to us in the left. We didn't go to the DA and ask them to govern. We didn't. I went to Julia's party, EFF, and asked them. And then he said, no, we can't govern with you. You are corrupt. I did, because I thought this is where we are. He doesn't define himself on the right. And ANC people, some of them said, you are not talking enough with the EFF. EFF gave us 10 commandments to answer. I've never had such a difficult homework, even in my school days. You know, writing a homework and all of that, and then send it back to Floyd. And then he marks red, all of it. I said, no. Zuma is a liar. There is a catalog of lies he have made to South Africans. Go and look at them. He's a liar. Unreliable, self-serving. And I'm saying that. Go and look at that. There's a catalog of the untruths he have said in this country, to the ANC and to everybody. He's a liar, unreliable, and at the same time irresponsible. And I've got a right to say that, because he's not a member of the ANC. I've got a right to say that. He is irresponsible, a liar, and he is a liar. And if he says he's not a liar, he must tell us why he's not. We will throw the book at him. He's a liar. I mean, the fact that he can turn stones into bread is unbelievable, actually. That a person like Floyd, yesterday, who saw Zuma's lies and says today is not a liar, it's unbelievable, isn't it? It's unbelievable. It's unforgettable. It's unrepentable, actually. I mean, the guy was on a pulpit in Parliament, seeing Zuma's lies campaign, saw Zuma's untruths, and this is why people will never have trust in politicians. We have namhlanje rating ngomso orange. I mean, that's what people will never trust our politics. because politics must be defined by principle and a backbone. There's no backbone there. Tell me, where is the backbone there? There's no backbone there. There's untruths and everything else, people defending each other, making each other favors and all of that. It remains like that. And that is it. Thank you.
I mean, Floyd says, and he's not lying, Floyd says there are people who knew that he was leaving and they begged him not to tell me. But they knew, and it's true. They told me after, some of them, some of your favorites. I called them, I said, come here.
Pokey again.
And then I say, did you know Floyd is leaving? He says, yes. Kere, for how long did you know? He says, no, it's 2 weeks now. So why didn't you tell me? No, I didn't see a need to tell you. And then Floyd gets asked the same question. Why didn't you see a need to tell? Julia says, they respond the same way. I didn't see the need to inform you. Why would you say you care about the EFF? That's not what I'm saying to them. But why would you say you care for the EFF? You get told such a sensitive information. And you don't bring it to the attention of the leadership that, look, there is this thing. I'm not sure how true it is, but it's going to happen. And I said, okay, but what was your advice when that happened? I asked him if the mother prayed for his mother prayed for him. I asked him if he prayed about it. And that's it. And then we must still come, Lien. We're human beings, man. Come on. We must still come and still be like, we're sharp, we're fine, we're together.
You have your human
no, but
you do
organizationally, you come, you do your work, and then you go your separate ways.
Even Helen Zille, let's bring Helen Zille into this, said that the future will be a contest between two colors, blue and red. That's how she was actually imagining the future. Blue obviously representing the DA and red the EFF. At some point, things look like that. So the that's why the DA declared the EFF to be its enemy number one, because they thought, this is a group of young politicians, they are radical and they are growing. At some point, the EFF was growing. So it looked as if it was going to grow. So when the EFF experiences the kinds of reactions that we have seen, the departure of Floyd Shivambu, it has to be big news, because what that represents, it represents an abrupt stop towards that menacing future. So the EFF suddenly no longer appears when you look at the future. And by the way, I think that this is the beginning of the end of the EFF. Why? The EFF was founded by two chaps. I mean, let's be blunt about it. These two chaps were expelled from the ANC and the ANC Youth League. That is Floyd and Julius Shivambu. These chaps were more than comrades. Julius told us they were like brothers, and they were friends, and the bonds of friendship were so tight. The one, that is Julius, knew his strength. It's a loud mouth, big mouth, and a long tongue. The other is Floyd Shivambu, the brain. He has a master's degree, this guy. Can think. He has mastered the art of political polemics. He can write 7 cardinals and all manner of rhetorics. Now, when that union between brains and a loud mouth comes to an end, that is big news. That means that what remains is a hollow. There is no brain. It's a mouth and a face without a brain. So this represents the beginning of the fall of the EFF. And here is the thing. Even if you look at it numerically, there is no party that was formed after 1994, not one, that lost electoral support and regained it. Not one. Just look across. You will not find one party that did that. Even the ANC, by the way, when it reached a peak in 2004 and it began to come down, it never regained that support. So the EFF is not going to be the first party to regain support. And Julius, you can see, this is a very angry man. He has not persuaded his members, by the way. I saw that Ground Forces address. What he has done, he has instilled fear. This idea that you can be a deputy for life, there are very few individuals in the world who would be happy with that. We are told, by the way, even the religious people tell us that Lucifer was a trusted angel of God. I mean, the chap got tired of being God's deputy and he decided to rebel. So this idea of someone getting tired of being a deputy comes a long way. So the EFF's weakness is that they have failed for 10 years to capture state power. And I can tell you, the EFF will never be the government of South Africa forever. If it happens, please call me back, but I don't see it. Okay, the people who are attracted to the MK, the prominent ones, almost all of them are facing corruption allegations or criminal charges. So I am not surprised that Floyd Shivambu, who is facing allegations of looting VBS, when he leaves the IFF, the only natural home is this party called MK, where there is a high concentration of people who are facing corruption allegations. Whereas he wouldn't join a party of priests. He has to go to this party of people who are like him. Because when he's charged, then these people can organize a mob to go in toy and sing outside court. So it's not really a proper party. But here is the thing about him. What will happen to him in that party? One, MK again is a Zulu nationalist party. Proper said it, that the MK party is closest to the Zulu monarchy. So it's a royalist, feudalist party. Floyd is actually not a royalist and a feudalist in orientation. He has told us he's actually a communist. And communism, Marxism, and feudalism don't mix. He's not gonna last there, and he will be the most unhappy person in that part.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Jones. Why Not TV. Please subscribe. Bye for now till we meet again next time. Subscribe, please. Don't forget to like and to comment. Thank you very much. Dr. Jones, Why Not TV. Mutsonga wa Shiviri from Limpopo. Goodbye till we meet again next time. Subscribe.